Wait a second. Is there a brand new Diablo video that's only 4 minutes? Because if there is, I'll watch it right now. Here we go. Looks good. Looks good so far. Okay. This is the new footage from Diablo IV. Great. I like how it's a lot darker. I think that the Diablo team has explicitly tried to make the game darker and more to its Diablo 2 roots of it being, you know, a dark fantasy rather than, you know, some, you know, fucking like bright, you know, fantasy game. Okay. So he's walking around. That's pretty crazy. And he's using 2 different weapons. That's cool too. I wonder if he can use both at the same time. Man, dude, the density in this rift is awful. Oh my god. This... Bro, we're gonna re-queue this one. That's great. Cool. All right. So looting gold. You can see the gold that drops on the ground. That's nice. This is the desert area, as we can obviously see. That's fine. Okay. There's a dead horse. Oh, he's right there. That's the horse that fell down. That's Father Armin's horse. He fell all the way down to Diablo IV. I like the music. I actually really like the music. I know that people might not even mention this, but like, I really like the music. I like the ambience, the eeriness of it, etc. Right? I think it's good. Lost Ark 2? Yes, this is Lost Ark 2. That's cool how the armor falls off. I like that. I mean, all this looks cool. Like I'm positive and hot on all this. This is great. I like how like things disappear whenever you get behind them, so you can see where you're going. Okay, so is this like a? Oh, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I really like the design of the game. I do. I really like the design of the game. Here's something people might not even notice here. Look at this. Here, let me minimize this. This. Oh my god. When is this. Oh my, what the fuck, dude? There's so many of these. Holy shit. How many of these do I have? So there we go. So this is my desktop background right here. This right here is my desktop background. The original Diablo 3, and I have had it like this ever since 2012. I love the aesthetic of Diablo. It's like the dark Frazetta vibes. It's just, I think it's amazing. I love it, and I'd like to see more of that because I felt like Diablo 3 went too far into the high fantasy. And I like Diablo as like a low fantasy game. A low, ominous, mysterious game. I love the way that the grass moves. I think that looks incredible. I love the houses in here. I love everything about this. I think this is so cool. This is incredible. Like the water looks great. Everything about this looks really, really nice. We're going to compare this to PoE 2 afterwards, okay? So we can look at the 2 games and compare them side to side. Oh, combat? Okay. Yeah, I like the way the character moves. Everything about this is great. It's a walking simulator? Good. That's the same with PoE, except I have Righteous Fire. That's nice. So this is just ambience audio. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the game, right? So while it's going through this, we're going to get through it, right? Now, they had a few versions of walking around. I actually think that especially that last area they showed, I thought that was just really well crafted. I think the water is fine. Like, the thing is, I don't really care about the way the water looks. I don't give a shit. I want to see a whirlwind, and I want to see fucking arms and legs and fingers and eyeballs fucking pop out of somebody's head whenever I hit them with a mace. That's what I want to fucking see. I want to cut off the arm of a demon. I want to see that happen. I want to fight one of the big abominations and stab him with a spear and have him explode into maggots. That's the kind of cool shit I want to see. And more than that, you know what I want to see even more than that? I want to see actual fucking, like, the systems in the game. Because the way the game looks is super important. However, the way the game plays is even more important. And Lost Ark is good because it plays well. It plays well, and that's why people play it. It's the same reason why people, like, one of the things, like, fundamentally, Dark Souls 2 plays badly. It does not play well. If you compare, if you go and you play Dark Souls 3, that game plays incredibly well. Bloodborne is a great game, but it does not play as well as Dark Souls 3, and neither one of them play as well as Sekiro. And that type of quality is just, it's unreal. Like, it's smooth, it's fluid, it is just flawless, man. Bloodborne's the best? There's no way you're gonna, like, you really gonna tell me that Bloodborne is it plays better than Dark Souls 3? Like, you are crazy, man. Like, you are absolutely fucking crazy. Like, yeah, I don't think so. I don't even think that, I think Bloodborne is, like, it's almost, I think Dark Souls 3 is a better game in general, but I love Bloodborne. All I'm saying is that I think Dark Souls 3 plays better, right? It's more fluid. I think a lot of that is Bloodborne's FPS. But either way, I'm getting off the point. The point that I'm making here is, like, whenever I see this content, I get excited. This content looks fucking amazing. But what I'm worried about is that the same people that are making Diablo seasons for Diablo 3 right now are going to be making Diablo seasons for Diablo 4. Well, I don't give a shit if the graphics are better. I don't care. It doesn't matter. PoE doesn't have great graphics. I mean, to be fair, some of the new zones are really, really nice. But, like, the graphics are not amazing. It's just that the game is good. That's all there is to it. The seasons are fun. What, for an hour? Like, it's just too much, man. Yeah, I mean, developers don't understand animation cancels. Many of them don't understand that. Yes, the content and, like, you think about the amount of content. PoE has content in the same way that, like, Lost Ark has content, where you get better gear and you can fight new, unique challenges. Diablo doesn't really have that. It doesn't have that. Like, why would somebody go... I can't see a universe where somebody is going to go and play Diablo 4 over PoE 2. And I think that there is, like, and I want to make sure this is understood. Diablo 4 will be a massive success, and it will probably sell more copies than PoE 2. It will, 100%. Well, of course it will, because PoE 2 is free. However, I think that PoE 2 and PoE will retain a larger audience. And the reason for that is very simple. It's because the game has depth to it. But there is a value. And think about this game. Think about Gauntlet. Do you remember Gauntlet Legends and Gauntlet Dark Legacy? Were those POG games or not? Did you guys enjoy Gauntlet Legends or Gauntlet Dark Legacy? POG games for sure. So let's talk about those games. Gauntlet was a joke. It had no depth at all. It literally, there was no depth to it. Every character leveled up and it was exactly the same. It was just completely one-dimensional, and it was a great game. So a game does not necessarily have to be this, like, super unique, crazy, like, unique thing that, like, nobody's ever experienced before, and it's got, like, all these systems in it that make it complex. It doesn't have to be that, but it has to play well on a fundamental level, and that's what Gauntlet did. Gauntlet played well on a fundamental level. And that is one thing that Diablo 3 still does have, but it is just too bare bones. It's too simplistic. I really hope that they can get past that for Diablo 4. Yeah, like that's my opinion. Arcade game meant to be quarters, to be fair. Yeah, and somehow it was as complex as Diablo 3. And that's what I'm really trying to get at. Yeah, that's what I think. Going to first game, what's this here? Demon Souls is old. I'd say I missed out on remastering it early. I thought it was great. I thought Demon Souls remaster was amazing. So let me go back over. We're going to look at this right here. And now we're going to look at PoE 2, okay? Because obviously Diablo 2 looks really great, or Diablo 4, excuse me, looks really great. However, you know, let's see where we're going to go.
Welcome to Path of Exile 2's second act. As you saw in the
trailer, we're going
to
skip forward a little bit.
Jingak, but the military carts have departed for the gates. Make haste.
Yeah, we're just going to watch the first 2 minutes, okay?
Path of Exile 2 is a lot more than just new acts. We want combat to feel both brutal and responsive, even at low levels. We're ensuring that each weapon type has unique and different mechanics. Each weapon class feels different to play, and today we're going to start by demonstrating the new spear.
I think in terms of graphics, bro, it's pretty much the same. Like, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, is Diablo looks better? Yeah, I think Diablo, like, in my opinion, I think that this area right here looks better than anything I've seen in PoE. Like, I will definitely, in PoE 2. It looks better than anything I've seen in PoE 2 so far. This area is just S tier. Absolutely. However, again, they're not even showing combat.
Spears are a weapon class favoring mobility with both melee and ranged attack options.
I think they fight a boss in here.
Each spear will grant you at least one mobility skill. In this case, the spear comes with both an engage and disengage skill. When you engage, it increases your melee damage for a short time, and that really encourages you to be mobile during combat.
Skip ahead a little bit. I'm gonna get to the point where he fights a boss. There we go.
Fight with interesting mechanics. You'll be able to find at least one mini-boss in each area of the game. One thing I love about this boss in particular is that it destroys the ceiling when it slams the ground, letting in more light. Clever players will notice that if they're standing in the light, then they're not going to have any rocks falling on their head.
That would make sense.
The rapid assault skill that we're using against this boss does 3 rapid stabs, followed by a 4th stab that deals more damage and can stun.
So I remember whenever I saw this.
While developing the skills for Path of Exile 2, we were really thinking a lot about designing skills that could be cancelled early to dodge, or you can commit to the full attack for maximum damage.
Yeah, I think that having animation canceling makes a game feel more fluid. There's nothing worse in a video game than getting locked into an animation. I feel like it almost always feels like dog shit. Yeah, so like here's how I look at it, right? Is like this game, like the way it looks and everything, is in my opinion about the same as Diablo. It's all about the same. It's like, okay, this is cool. This is pretty much what I'd expect to see in PoE 2. It's not like, yeah, the UI's, yeah, I think they can make the UI better, like, for sure. But just overall, like, we're not really comparing, like, this is going to be the most visually appealing because there's just not a lot of stuff going on. And I think that what really we're going to be able to tell it on is whenever the game is actually released and we see what the real content is. You see what I mean? Like, it's what the content itself is. Because I think that overall, the environments in the game are not what keeps people engaged with the game. Like, this looks like the same game to me. Like, am I crazy? Like, this is the same game? Like, is this the same thing? Yeah, like, I really think it looks the exact same. Yeah, like, I mean, fuck. It looks the exact fucking same to me. So, like, I'm not like, super excited about, like, you know, fucking I am super excited about Diablo 4, but I'm not super excited about like the future of the game. I want to play it on release, but I'm very concerned that Blizzard is going to do what Blizzard does with every game, is they release a good game and they make it worse over time because they don't know how to manage live service games. They constantly like react to the wrong kinds of feedback. They don't solve problems whenever they should. They solve problems that aren't problems by making other problems for the players. It's just awful, right?